Hey, okay. I found something this week I can't stop thinking about, and you're going to start seeing it everywhere once I show you. There's an option on almost every menu, every pricing page, every plan you've ever compared that nobody is supposed to buy. It's not there to be chosen. It's there to make you choose something else, and it works on you even when you know it's happening. So what is this fake option, and how does a thing you'd never pick still end up controlling your wallet? Let's start with how your brain actually judges value. Because here's the uncomfortable truth: you don't. Not in absolute terms. You have almost no idea what most things are really worth. Is $99 a lot for a pair of headphones? You genuinely can't say in a vacuum. Your brain doesn't measure value directly. It measures by comparison. It looks at what's next to a thing and goes, well, compared to that, this seems good. That's the whole engine. And that engine can be played. Here's how. There's a behavioral economist named Dan Ariely, and he came across this real pricing ad from a magazine, The Economist. It listed 3 subscription options. Option 1, the web-only subscription, $59. Option 2, print-only, $125. And option 3, print and web together, also $125. Read that again. Print alone costs the same as print plus web. $125 either way. So who on earth would ever buy print only? Nobody. It's a worse deal in every possible way for the exact same price. It's a dead option. And that, weirdly, is the entire point. Watch what it does. When that middle option is sitting there, the combo deal, print and web for the same $125, suddenly looks amazing. Of course you take both. You get the web part for free. It feels obvious. It feels smart. Ariely actually ran this with students, and when all 3 options were on the table, the big majority went for the combo. But then he did something simple. He removed the useless middle option. Just the 2 real choices left, cheap web or expensive combo. And the choices flipped. Way more people went for the cheap one. Same products, same prices. The only thing that changed was the presence of a thing nobody bought. Crazy, right? That dead option wasn't dead at all. It was working the whole time. This has a name. It's called the decoy effect, or, if you want the technical mouthful, the asymmetric dominance effect. Let me unpack that, because the name actually tells you exactly how it works. You've got 2 real options. Call them A and B. The problem is they're hard to compare. One's cheaper, one's better, and your brain gets stuck. So someone slips in a 3rd option, the decoy. And the decoy is built to be clearly worse than one of them. Let's say it's worse than B in every way. That's the dominance part. B dominates it completely. But the decoy is not easily compared to A. So now your brain, which loves an easy comparison, grabs the one it can make. Well, B is obviously better than the decoy, and it rides that little hit of certainty straight into picking B. You didn't choose B because you carefully figured out it was right for you. You chose it because the decoy made B easy to feel good about. You took the path of least resistance, and someone built that path on purpose. And here's the part nobody tells you. Once you see the shape of it, it's everywhere. The movie theater popcorn. Small for $3, large for $7, and then a medium for $6.50. Who buys the medium? Almost nobody. For 50 cents more you get the giant tub. But the medium isn't there to be bought. It's there to make $7 feel reasonable instead of insane. Without the medium, $7 for popcorn looks like a robbery? With it, it's a deal. Real estate plays this too. Ever had an agent show you a place that's almost as expensive as the one they want you to buy, but clearly worse? Older kitchen, weird layout, same price bracket? That might not be random. A slightly worse, similarly priced house makes the target house look fantastic by comparison. You walk into the good one and feel relief. That relief was arranged. Software pricing, wine lists, phone plans, anywhere you see 3 tiers and one of them just seems pointless, stop. That pointless one is usually the most important one on the page. It's the lever. Oh, and here's where it gets a little strange. The second most expensive wine on a restaurant list? There's a long-running idea in the industry that it's often one of the most ordered because people don't want the cheapest. That feels stingy, so they reach one step up. Restaurants know which way your eyes move, and they price the neighbors of a wine to push you toward it. You think you're choosing, you're being steered. So what do you actually do with this? How do you switch it off? The move is simple, and it's almost mechanical. Whenever you're comparing 3 or more options and one of them seems obviously dumb, too expensive for what it is, or strictly worse than another, don't just skip past it. Stop and ask one question. Why is this even here? Because a thing that nobody should rationally buy doesn't end up on a professional pricing page by accident. Somebody put it there. And usually they put it there to bend you. Then do the thing the decoy is designed to stop you from doing. Mentally delete it. Cover it with your hand. Look only at the 2 real options, side by side, and ask what you'd pick if the decoy didn't exist. What do I actually need? What's the real value to me, not compared to the trap, but on its own? That single move strips the manipulation right out. The decoy only works in the comparison. Pull it out of the lineup and it's powerless. Now one honest nuance, because I don't want to oversell this. The decoy effect is real, but it's not magic, and it's not all powerful. It mostly shifts you between options that are already kind of close. It can't take a genuinely bad product and make you want it. And if the decoy is too obvious, too clumsily planted, sophisticated buyers see right through it, and it can actually backfire and make the seller look manipulative. It nudges. It doesn't hypnotize. So this isn't everyone's controlling your every choice. It's narrower and more useful than that. It's that the framing around a choice quietly shapes the choice, and most people never look at the framing at all. But you will now. That's the thing about this one. You can't unsee it. Next time you're staring at 3 plans and one feels strangely useless, you'll feel the little tug toward the option it's protecting. And you'll smile, because you'll know exactly what's happening. You were never bad at judging value. You were just judging it against whatever they put next to it. Move the comparison, and you move the choice. So from now on, pick the comparison yourself. If you're into this kind of thing, me pulling apart how people actually get moved, hit subscribe. I dig into a new one of these every week.